The prime directive is not just a set of rules, it is a philosophy, and a very correct one. Things are only history has proven again and again that whenever mankind interferes with a less developed civilization, no matter how well-intentioned that interference may be, the result there is a way out of every box, a solution to every puzzle. It's just a matter of finding it. The liberties of our Federation, the freedom of our civil constitution, are worth defending against all hazards. It is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That is not a weakness. If there is one ideal that the Federation holds most dear, it is that all men, all races, can be united. Being first at any cost, there's no honorable way to kill, no gentle way to destroy. There is nothing good in war except its ending. We all have the duty to do good. The first speech censured, the first thought somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known. Space. The final frontier.
So, you guys all arrived in San Francisco at the Starfleet Academy, your first day at the Academy. You've already, of course, gotten all of your assignments and your new uniform, which is a gray version of the Starfleet uniform. The induction day ceremony is about to start, but you have a few minutes if you want to get acquainted with the person on your left and your right.
Good day.
Yes, good day. That's enough role playing.
I'm James Cutter.
Hey, David Collins.
Collins, nice to meet you.
You too. Excited for day one?
A little nervous. Not used to such a big city.
No, this is gonna be easy.
Where are you from?
Oh, the good old motherland of Dublin, Ireland.
Ah, Vegas myself.
Ah, excellent.
You want to listen to some music?
Sure, as long as it's not like rap from the 1990s. Oh.
And you, good sir, what's your name?
I'm Sarah Stivlin from the planet Vulcan. So what brought y'all into Starfleet?
It's been a lifelong dream of mine, and wanted to get out of the work fields of Vegas.
The work fields of
Yeah,
Vegas.
my family's a farmer. Well, I'm excited to see what this first day's in store.
Yes, as am I.
Hopefully we don't get into some kind of tussle in the dining area.
It would be highly unusual.
It would be.
As everybody is aware, it is stardate 24507.21. Alright, you guys are all sitting out in front of the Academy main building. There's some really nice looking gardens all around. Looks like they're very well kept, of course. Right now there's a bunch of folding chairs set out everywhere. And you're free to take your seat. There's probably close to 1,000 new cadets getting inducted today. And then there's a kind of like stage up there, and you can see are clear the professors, and then there's also a podium which is currently empty. It's just a few minutes before 0800, which is when the ceremony will commence.
So what did y'all study in school?
Alcohol. My family made alcohol in the distillery.
Fermentation.
Yes.
I had a hard time in school, so I didn't study that much.
How did you
Work
get
in
into
the
the
field.
Academy?
I'm very smart,
Wow.
naturally.
You go on this one.
Very well.
Yeah. Take that.
Alright, everybody's kind of sitting down. As you all take your seats, the time rolls around, and a slender, middle-aged man with a somewhat sparse beard walks up onto the podium, and he's wearing a Starfleet uniform, but his is a little bit more decorated than what you would be used to. And he goes, taps on the microphone, and there's the feedback.
Is this thing on?
Says, "Hello, welcome to Starfleet Academy. I am your superintendent, Captain Wesley Crusher.
God
Says, as you all are aware, this is the induction ceremony, and you will be shown around today, mostly learning what classes you'll be taking and where you'll be staying for the next 4 years, hopefully. We have a somewhat small class this year, so you'll probably get more attention from your teachers, so that should be weird. We've got high hopes for this class, and I'm sure if you have any questions, you'll be able to find out who to ask very quickly, all on your own. Well, if that's everything. Head off to your first classes. Alright, you guys head off to your first class, which is going to be Philosophy of the Federation, 101.
What is our class schedule?
Today you'll be taking... You'll be having Philosophy of the Federation. You will have History of the Federation. You will have Starfleet Operations. You will have Basic Self-Defense, Federation Law 101, Shipboard Operations, General Theory as your last class.
Is this like an everyday schedule?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, you guys arrive at your first class. Alright, it's a sort of large, circular, semicircle auditorium, and then there's a sort of hollow board up back there, and then there's the teacher's desk area. So, you guys are like all these other students. There's probably about 40 students moving in, including yourselves.
Yeah. Hey, Cutter, Stillman, over here.
Yeah, you bitch.
I will sit next to Collins.
You guys are sitting down, and this about average height but very voluptuous young woman with sort of shortish, but not too short, very blonde hair sits down next to you. She's in a very crisp-looking cadet uniform as well.
Hello,
What is your name?
my name is Beta.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
All right.
Where are you from?
From my creator.
A somewhat, and not, how do I put this? An attractive but somewhat older woman walks in. She's got very long, dark red hair, and her skin's a very sort of lime green color. She's dressed in something very attractive, but it's clearly not a Starfleet uniform. And she starts she pulls out what looks like one of those
Stylus?
tricorder, things. She starts writing on the board. It says, she writes down Professor Orlano O'Connell. Another attractive young woman, but she's a little bit more swarthy, and she's got longer, very dark hair, but it's done up in a tight bun so it fits under her cadet cap. She sits down, and she starts typing away on taking notes. Alright, after a moment of writing down what looks like the class schedule and some general rules, the professor turns around. She says, "Greetings, I'm Professor Orlano O'Connell, and this is Philosophy of the Federation 101. I would like to start out by asking, why did you decide to join Starfleet?" She goes, "Yes." She looks at her chart. She says, "Beta."
No, Professor. My name's James Cutter.
Oh, yes, sorry.
I wanted to make a name for my family and be the first one in my family to join the Federation.
Why?
I wanted to go where no man has gone before.
Anybody else?
I joined Starfleet in order to pursue the scientific frontier, which no other establishment in the Federation can offer.
That's a very good reason. You may or may not be aware of the Cadet Code of Honor, which the Academy will expect you to live up to. It is in line with what you will be expected to perform as a Starfleet officer, and is meant to prepare you for that lifestyle. The Cadet Code of Honor is simply that a cadet will not lie, cheat, steal, or tolerate those who do. You will be expected to report any cheating or theft or any sort of dishonorable conduct that would be unbecoming of a Starfleet officer. Philosophy of the Federation is one of tolerance and unity. One of the driving ideals behind the Federation itself is that all races and species can work together to form a more positive galaxy for everyone. This will probably be covered in your History of the Federation class, but does anybody know when the Federation was founded?
2161, Professor.
That is correct. The philosophy of the Federation is about togetherness and working in harmony and trying to make things better than we have found them. It's a long and storied history that has stretched back through many centuries so far. Does anybody know? Yes, Saren?
So, Professor, how do you reconcile the fact that if the philosophy of the Federation is to make things better than you found them, how do you reconcile that with the Prime Directive, which is to not interfere with things?
In what way?
If you have a non-spacefaring culture, we could clearly make them better than they are with giving them technology and assistance.
Well, I'm glad you asked that question.
Slaves!
I'm glad you asked that question. The Prime Directive is a very fine philosophy and a correct one. The Prime Directive was instated because throughout history it's become clear that even with the best intentions, interference in a less developed culture inevitably leads to more damage than assistance. However, I would like to hear your thoughts on why that requires reconciliation.
Well, being that we have the ability to help many cultures throughout the galaxy we find that are not as advanced as ours, we tend to leave them to their own devices, their own civil wars and whatnot, which causes great pain and chaos to them. And we could possibly alleviate some of that by stepping in, providing assistance.
But couldn't we do more harm than good?
I suppose that is correct as reference to the Klingon Federation, or Empire, as they took the technology and were not yet capable of handling it.
She continues to answer any questions that might come up as she instructs you on the general philosophy that you will be expected to live up to of tolerance and duty and honor and whatnot. And then she ends the class, and she is.
I get up and I'll leave to my next class meeting.
Seems easy. History of the Federation?
Hey, you guys are kind of waiting for the class to start.
Oh, then I will go sit next to the female that was.
I'll sit on the other side of her.
Make it extremely awkward. She can't leave.
And you are?
I'm Cadet Jenna Andrews.
Nice to meet you, Jenna Andrews.
Does Jenna sit by me? We can do go and talk.
I wish.
Travis!
I wish.
I need you to make a charisma roll.
Alright. I have a 100, so I guess I'm not doing too well. I'm just so damn attractive that I'm making up for it.
Alright, she, you're like, in a more subtle manner.
Jenna, you can sit over here.
Yes. It's more like that,
Okay.
let's say. Alright, the professor walks in. Heavy set, older fellow, very dark persuasion, other than his salt and pepper hair. Says, he writes down his name, it's, Toby Sashi. Says, I am your professor, Toby Sashi. He opens up a data pad and he starts pushing buttons to go scroll through it. Says, as he looks and then he pauses and looks around the classroom, says, well, you all might be aware of this. Seems like a rather young group this year. On stardate 22/8 through 24/3 Tripolot. Says, the Cardassian Treaty was negotiated by Akius Kadevsky, Lieutenant Commander, and it's been, or it was, there was a yearly resigning, and during the last ceremony, a band of Jem'Hadar attacked and killed the legate Yek, which allowed radicals in the Cardassian Union to take over. Since then, as you're probably aware, because this is very recent history, tensions between the Cardassian Union and the Federation have been running extremely high.
Are the radicals still running the Cardassian Union? So it's a completely different government than it was during the treaty. Okay.
A slightly less recent history, on Stardate 215 Double-Ot, is the Klingon War of Aggression took place. The Klingons attacked the Romulans in 21-5 Double-Ot, and of course, since we at the time had a treaty with the Klingons, we were dragged into their war of aggression against the Romulans. The Romulans, however, were provoking the Klingons, as well as the Federation, but of course we, at the Federation, as you probably heard in your philosophy class, try to encourage peaceful resolution. However, the Klingons are somewhat more aggressive in their ways. So, after a battle of around 6 months where we were drawn in with the Klingons into their little war, the Federation tried to sue for peace from both sides to end the conflict and keep us back in, peace times without everybody killing each other. And of course, neither the Romulans nor the Klingons were very receptive to such an act. And at about that time, the Klingon Empire dissolved the allegiance. They continued to have an open conflict with one another until Stardate 234 Double-Ot. Ever since then, the Klingons and the Romulans have been, well, it's not a treaty, but they haven't been in a hot war. So, as you can see by recent history, yes, Cadet Collins.
So, the War of Aggression started, we got dragged into it. So after 6 months we tried to sue things over. When they did, and the Klingons dissolved our treaty, we just kind of like put our hands up, alright, we're done, this is your problem now?
Well, we were at that point no longer involved, and
Okay.
the Romulans were already kind of in a cold war with us anyway.
So
And then they
fought
continued warring for another 19 years?
Yeah, they fought for...
They're still actually at war, but they just haven't been in open aggression with one another. Oh, he actually calls on, he's like, as long as you think you know what's going on here, to Jenna, and he goes, why don't you tell the class? And she goes, she's the one who says, during the years 2036 through 2045, the eugenics wars occurred, during which time these people were genetically engineered to be sort of ruling class, and unfortunately, depending on your outlook, they were also very aggressive, as well as highly competent. The destabilization that occurred after the wars brought every country into another conflict, which caused World War III. And that, of course, is one of the main events which led to the revolution in society. Alright, the rest of the class kind of goes on like that. He just sort of describes the various and sundry facts revolving around all of the many breaks that the Federation's had within the last about 40 years or so with several different cultures. And you guys are, if you weren't, you are made aware that the Federation's got a lot of enemies currently, and it's pretty dicey out there. So if you wanted action, then just because we...
So, Professor, would you say that the Federation is on a downward trend?
No, because we still have over 200 members in the Federation, including Vulcan, of course. I would say not a downward trend. I would say that the more warlike cultures out there have just kind of broken off as they're wont to do to have it out between them, and we're still trying to repair relations with them. Hopefully, as you graduate and become important members of the Federation, you will work to repair these.
Do you think, with all these enemies that the Federation has, do you think that's why our numbers are so low, like in this class, as opposed to us trying to...
Well, it could be that.
Because the way I see it is we've kind of taken a break with looking out for everyone else, and we're kind of repairing ourselves. So I feel like these low numbers wouldn't help that. I feel like we should be bumping our numbers up.
Well, aren't we bettering ourselves by getting rid of kind of the trouble?
I believe it was an earthling named John D. Rockefeller who said you're either growing or you're dying.
I believe it was something about if it is impacting our recruitment, and that's why people are...
Yeah, because I mean, it seems like if we're focused on repairing ourselves right now, you would think we would be trying to boost our numbers. And as I hear, this is a smaller class than usual. I'm just trying to see if there's an impact, if there's a direct relation to the fact that we're not warring with people.
Well, I don't believe that we're trying to prepare ourselves, because I believe the Federation is still strong. It's not broken. It's some members have fallen away, like we had the treaty with the Kardashians, and that's ended Kardashians.
And the treaty with the Klingons, which is ended.
That was really even more. They were actually a member of the Federation, and they broke away.
But they're not the only ones. Hasn't there been plenty of other cultures who have left?
Several. I don't feel like we are weaker. We're membership changes for many reasons. We would prefer it to change positively, but losing members doesn't mean we can't get them back. And
has it affected us negatively so far?
Well, it's always a negative to lose access to cultures and their information and any discoveries or contribution.
Are there any Klingons in our character? Is there any Klingons in our class?
You can ask that in character.
No, I do not want to.
Or you could say, I'll look around.
Like I look around.
So, what is the makeup of the class? Is it mainly just humans, Vulcans, Alpha Centurions?
It's generally, it's still a good mix. Since you're on Earth, it's mainly humans. You guess about 55% human, and then the rest is kind of split up between a bunch of different races. Well, I would say no, but that sounds like something you might want to bring up with your philosophy professor. You guys arrived in class? You guys take your seats?
Yes.
Yes.
Where?
Front of the class.
Right next to Jenna.
I'll just sit next to Saren.
Jenna's in the front of the class as well.
It's not.
Make a charisma check, please.
All of
Cutter? No.
92.
Even worse than me.
God.
Man, I have an 80 in charisma too.
She does not look happy.
Yeah,
that you
I
sit
did.
down
I
next to
should
her.
see.
He farts when he says
Oh
that.
my god, this motherfucker.
Professor walks in. He's a surprisingly standard human.
Oh,
Number
God.
one, yes. Average height, average build. He's looks like he could be in his, mid-60s or so. He starts writing almost immediately. He's wearing a Starfleet uniform. Alright, he starts writing. In a crisp, tight handwriting, he writes down his name, which is Commander Ephraim Linus. Hello, I'm Commander Ephraim Linus, and this is Starfleet Operations. We'll be starting with perhaps the most important thing for you cadets to start learning, the general orders. Does anybody know what the general orders are?
The general orders are the guidelines set out by Starfleet Command in order to guide and regulate the Starfleet operations throughout the galaxy in order that they stay in accordance with the vision and mission of Starfleet.
Well, it was almost a textbook reading. Siren Stivlin?
Yes.
Suggest, very good. There are 10 general orders. Does anybody know what the first general order is?
Thou shalt not.
Nope.
He's thinking so hard.
I might as well stop doing anything. I will high on
The
it.
first general order is also known as the Prime Directive, saying that Starfleet officers and personnel should not interfere with any cultures that are not warp capable yet.
Goes exactly. That is the spirit of it. The direct order itself is no officer of Starfleet shall interfere in the natural evolution of a sapient species, nor shall any officer permit a Federation citizen to interfere in the natural course of development of a sapient species. As long as you know what it is, that's perfectly fine, sir. Does anybody have any questions about General Order 1?
It's the most controversial of the orders because we talked about it in our discussion on philosophy of the Federation, that even though we are in a position many times to help cultures, we cannot do it because of this order.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of times you feel like you want to help somebody and the Prime Directive kind of ties your hands, but it does it for a very good reason. It's a very correct order.
Professor, hasn't the Prime Directive been broken multiple times with many captains?
Yes, and it's a good point to bring up. Breaking, which we'll bring up more clarification later, but breaking any general order is an immediate court-martial offense. So it will always be under review. There are no further questions about General Order 1. Does anybody know what General Order 2 is?
Nope.
You would be doing great in any other game.
Yes!
You need to tell your guys that they need to go low.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, that's a 28. How do you not?
Oh, I have it.
It's 130.
Excuse me? It's 130. It's not that hot out here.
Do I know it?
Yes.
What is it?
Yeah.
Alright. Cutter raises his hand and he's called upon. And he says, Starfleet officers and agents shall at all times protect the life and liberty of the citizens of the United Federation of Planets, and ensure the safety and liberty of crew members and civilians under their command. Does anybody have any questions about General Order 2?
What happens when the general orders conflict with each other?
They are neither listed in chronological order or order of importance. So it's generally up to a Starfleet officer to determine on a case-by-case basis. The only exception to this is General Order 1, which is known as the Prime Directive, as you mentioned, and that is always paramount. Does anybody know General Order 3? In the event of catastrophe, the commanding officer is authorized to order the destruction of the ship. General Order 4. Starfleet authorizes any and all commanding officers to countermand Starfleet regulations in the event of an extreme threat to the Federation. General Order 5. Starfleet personnel must aid and assist any vessel signaling a distress call. Does anybody have any questions about that? Yes?
Couldn't that be used against us?
Hasn't it been used against us?
In an act of war?
I believe armies have done that for millennia.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Why is it on our order of operations?
Because we still must protect.
Because the philosophy of Star, regardless of the cost to ourselves.
Thank you for answering.
You're welcome.
It's right. We sometimes must put ourselves in danger to try and assist others.
Does that go for our enemies as well? Like, let's say we were in war with...
As Colin said, it says any vessel.
Okay.
Saren is correct.
Thank you.
Does anybody know General Order 6? Starfleet personnel are required to investigate any and all instances of espionage on Starfleet facilities and within the United Federation of Planets. General Order 7. No Starfleet officer shall visit or contact the planet Talos 4, nor allow any Federation citizen to visit or contact Talos 4. General Order 8. Starfleet personnel are required to protect and defend Federation property and territory. General Order 9. Starfleet personnel shall take no hostile action unless responding to a hostile action, and are required to take adequate defensive precautions when approached by any vessel or entity with which prior contact has not been established. Does anybody know what adequate defensive precautions would entail on a ship?
Shields?
Yes, raising shields would be an adequate response. Yes?
Would you ready weapons as well in some cases?
It would be to the discretion of the captain or the commanding officer. However, that would be a very unusual response. It would require a specific set of circumstances to...
Like if the other ship had their weapons raised and we're not answering
That
commands?
would count as a hostile action.
Okay.
But you don't want to escalate things. Even if their weapons are up, you can raise your weapons if you feel that is necessary. Does anyone know the final General Order, General Order 10? Starfleet personnel are obligated to investigate any unusual phenomenon.
I go up to Andrews.
Oh, God.
I'd like to apologize for my indiscretion earlier.
I accept.
Cutter, you gonna join us?
I guess.
Oh, I mean, you don't have to. I was merely inviting you, but...
No, I'll go.
Okay.
Impressed with your knowledge of General Orders.
I was impressed with your knowledge.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you knew quite a few of them as well. Yeah, I feel like you just didn't want to say anything.
It's like you memorized the book or something.
To
Wouldn't you
T.
prepare yourself before class?
Yes.
You all arrive at the cafeteria, or the mess hall as it's known.
I'll get a protein tablet. Oh, it exists. It's Star Trek tablet.
Okay. I'll just have a salad.
I'll just get an injection of Themoslim.
I too will just have a salad and watching my figure.
Alright, as you guys are eating,
Oh god. Oh god.
these
Nope.
two
Nope, not
fellas
looking, not
walk up. They're like, wow, that was some pretty impressive discussions.
Yes. Cadet Collins. Nice to meet you.
I'm Dorian. This is my brother Borean.
Are y'all twins?
No.
Oh, you look like twins.
Well, we're about a year apart.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, which is older, which is younger?
Dorian's older.
Dorian Borean?
Dorian and Borean.
What are you listening to?
Scatman.
What's that?
Still in college.
It's a great scat song.
It's a scat.
It's classical.
Isn't scat like a sport?
No,
You would...
not like that.
Oh.
It's a band.
Borean is the one talking to you. Dorian just kind of slides over next to Beta. He's like, hey, that was excellent answering as well.
It was.
I'm Dorian.
Hello, Dorian. I am Beta.
It's an interesting name.
It is.
I'll chit chat with Borean.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, seems like a good guy.
He continues to ask you questions.
Would you like some of my salad?
Would you like
Would you
to
like to
mashed
toss
potatoes? Would you like to listen to some of my music?
He laughs.
Excellent. High five, man!
Come on, Steve.
Jenna looks less than impressed.
I'm good.
Whatever, I stopped here.
He goes, maybe later. I just ate.
I'm watching my figure too.
Everybody's skin.
I don't believe that's what he said.
He goes,
He
well,
didn't.
he goes, you hardly need to, sweetie.
Thank you.
So maybe you can help me later with my homework.
Sure, why not?
Incredibly awkward.
I can imagine.
Would you like to sit next to me, Steve? And you
So,
can take
Borean,
this
where do
spot.
y'all hail from?
I will just continue here.
Okay, Steve.
Thank you, though.
He goes, oh, we're from here.
From San Francisco?
Yeah, this is a fun group. I can tell.
Hell yeah!
already.
Welcome to the group, brah.
Thank you. It's good to be here. Especially says you were traveling with the 2 hottest chicks in our class.
What can I say?
So, what are you guys in for?
I'm looking to be some kind of security officer, maybe.
Cool. You got guns?
I do. I'm a gun guy.
Where did you get this antique?
I found it spelunking in the ruins of Las Vegas. Had to.
The ruins of old Las Vegas?
Yes, old Las Vegas.
Okay.
Oh, is that where you two met? That's a Vulcan community, right?
It is a Vulcan community.
Do what?
You don't know about that?
No.
Oh, the ruins of old Las Vegas. A lot of Vulcans spend their time there.
I'm hoping to get into some engineering.
Oh, you can help me with my.
Oh, you need some help with that?
Yeah, sometimes the battery dies on it. It's hard for me to work on it.
Yes, I can guarantee you I can transfer that to a more modern...
No.
Yeah, why don't you
I want
just
to keep it like this.
Okay, well, I'll help where I can. What about you two gentlemen? Dorian, Borean, what are y'all hoping to accomplish?
Oh, Dorian's not sure yet. He kind of just joined up with me, but I'm kind of hoping to go into tactical as well and maybe work my way up to command.
Nice. Good goal.
Yeah.
Nice goal.
Very lofty.
Thank you.
Did you answer what are you hoping to? What field are you hoping to fall into?
For science endeavors.
Beta, what about you? What are you hoping to do?
Love Steve.
I'm hoping to
I got
be able to fit into any branch, actually. I want to be good in every.
If you set your goals for everything, then you set no goals. Is that not true?
So what do you want to focus
That is
on?
my goal.
Just set no goals?
No, my goal is to focus equally in every part of
But
it.
then
that's
you're not
not
focusing
focusing.
on anything. That's blurring everything.
Exactly. That is my focus.
That answer is
Cool,
lofty.
buddy.
Yeah.
It's working. Why would I?
If I spread myself
Wow.
out in every area,
You'll never master any
weak
area.
in other areas.
But it's not focusing on anything if you
You'll never
spread yourself
master
out.
anything.
I believe I can master all areas.
Okay, sure. You get
Go ahead.
That's
What
that
about
is
you,
a logical
What are
impossibility.
you hoping to do?
That's my goal, though.
Whatever Starfleet needs me to
To
do.
achieve an impossibility?
Alright.
Yes.
I wish you luck with that.
Andrews, can you help me with history though, seriously, later? Because I'm having some trouble.
Because you know, Beta here seems to know the history up and down.
Beta seems to know everything up and down. I need somebody who has a personality that can actually.
Thank you for supporting my goal. I'm getting there already.
Please do not encourage me.
My point exactly. I need a more humanistic, touch to history.
What?
Oh my goodness. Even I picked that up.
What a sweet cheek.
You want to make another charisma check? This one difficult, meaning you
Want to go as low as you can go.
32. I have
What is half of your charisma?
40.
Wow, really? Alright. I might as well try to help you guys out. Because who knows, one day my life may depend on you.
Thank you for your help.
She hasn't given it yet.
You're welcome.
So what class are you looking forward to most, Andrews?
Because, well, I am somewhat interested to try our next class. Should be interesting to take the PT test. And you?
Operations seems rather interesting to me. And then general theory.
Yes, that will be quite interesting.
What about you, Colin?
Yeah, I think general theory is going to be most entertaining this year.
Because of your interest in
Yes.
engineering.
Yes. Well, are we ready to adjourn the class?
You guys head outside onto the athletics field, and there's a what looks like a large obstacle course.
Ooh.
And as well, you can see some cadets already out of their uniform and into sort of athletic gear.
Oh, boy, we got here early.
Yeah, they're already kind of warming up, and some of them are over what looks like a kind of a shooting area, but rather than like physical targets, there seem to be like holographic targets kind of moving around slowly, and they're taking shots with phasers and doing that sort of warm up. Where would you guys like to go?
I'd like to change into my physical fitness attire.
Right, you guys take a few minutes to duck into the gym, and you guys head back out. Dorian and Borean are with you. And at this point, another Starfleet officer walks out. He's a rather large, heavy-set Klingon. He's going a little bit gray. And by heavy-set, I mean muscular. Rather
Yes, as in rip your arms off.
Yes. And he says, he He's like, everybody gather around. At this point, everybody...
Gather around. I take a Nika. What's up, Coach?
I like your moxie, Coach. He goes, my name is Lieutenant Commander Alexander Roshenko. I'll be your self-defense instructor. So, who here has any sort of experience shooting?
Oh, shooting, no.
Anybody else? You're the only one to raise their hand. So what kind of experience do you have there, son?
Both phasers and rifles, sir.
Everybody's kind of amazed at this.
Very big hobby of mine.
He goes, well, it's good to know. You know how to take care of yourself. He goes, perhaps you'll help me in this demonstration.
Of course, sir.
Alright, he goes, he leads you over to the shooting area, and he picks up a, probably slightly smaller than this. That's the general idea. Alright, he checks it, he like pushes the slide forward, and he's like, okay, this is on stun. He starts
slide forward?
Yeah, the top of it slides forward.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like setting the stun forever.
Okay.
And
blow up every building.
yes, he's like, no, we're leaving it on lowest stun setting for this one. He goes, he shows you like the bottom drops out. He's like, this is, the cerium krellide battery. Should give you around 100 charge. The lowest setting takes 1 charge, the medium setting takes 2, and the high setting takes 3. Also, there's 2 beam types. There's focused and wide. Focused uses a normal amount, and wide uses triple charges. But he finishes kind of like giving you the basic rundown. He's like, don't ever point at anything you don't intend to stun. Yeah. He's like, blah, 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 and then he hands one to you. He's like, here. He turns on the target. It's Kennelis cone. It's about, you'd guess about 50 yards away. You think you can hit that?
Of course.
Whoa, confident.
Oh, I really
You're rolling high. It's happening.
Oh, 20.
I hit.
There you go. Like, there are 3 rings. There's the outer ring, there's the middle ring, and then there's the center. He hits the outer ring, but still a hit. And everybody's kind of like, wow, that's pretty good. Everybody take a gun and see if you can match this guy. Alrighty. Alright, why doesn't everybody make 10 rolls? Did you get anything that was like below like a 5?
No.
You were a very consistent shot. You put up like strong.
I got like 16s and 13s.
That's pretty good, actually. You're definitely in the top 5% of the class.
Ha!
Beta.
This is what I did.
Beta completely fucks up the gun the first 3 shots.
What?
And then, oh man, a great 15. Oh man, a 6. Oh my god. The guns are my thing. Oh fuck, a 54.
Don't
Man.
say the number, just say
Yeah. How many did you hit?
I hit 3.
Okay.
Jeez!
And I was even like, and I got like a 98.
Yeah, Colin!
Like it was just a complete.
Holy shit, I'll take it, bro.
You got a 98 and 100
I love guns.
I got 100 at the beginning and a 98 on my last shot.
How about you? How much did you hit, buddy?
Okay. 5?
Yeah.
3? 6? 7? 3?
Mm-hmm.
And 11. Okay, you two are like, you're like clearly.
Clearly, number 1.
It's Jenna, and then you. You're right in the middle of the pack, but pretty good place to be.
Nothing wrong with being beaten by the best. Impressive shooting skills.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank
And you.
Thank you. Moving on.
Not you.
I'm sorry.
No, yeah, I'm sorry. Commander Roshenko takes the gun.
I'm like,
You're going into the remedial class.
understood, sir.
You guys now have 10 checks to finish this obstacle course.
Okay.
If you can't finish it within 10 checks, you're going to start going over and you won't pass. If you can finish it in under 10 checks, you're going to have done really great. Fine.
Got it.
I got through the climb.
Got through the climb? Anybody else get through the climb? Second try?
I sprint up that wall.
Okay. Everybody's like, finally, Roshenko's like, finally we found something you're good at.
I made it on the second one.
Okay.
So I'm at
1, 1, 2, 2. Everybody now needs a jump check.
You must make.
That's actually not correct.
Woo! And I'm first. So I'm at 3.
I will use a Benny to reroll that.
Alright.
You got that
That's
bad.
unfortunate. You break your leg.
Jesus Christ.
And
I
a
can go
career-ending injury.
Oh god.
Cyrus, what was you gonna do?
Oh my god. This jump is really not working out for me. Oh my god.
Jesus. Because see, what I'm picturing this is like you guys climbed up, not a rope, but more like a...
Like a wall, and now we gotta like jump across a fucking...
Actually, what I'm saying is like, I'm using the jump check for like the...
A rope?
I get
the
stuck
zip
on the
line.
jump part.
Sarah keeps falling off into the mud. Roshanka's just like, get up, man! You spent 9 checks?
You literally can't make it.
I needed to get below a 25.
So did I.
Jesus.
Did you get that a quarter of the time?
You would think.
So do we take you to Vegas, or do we never want to go to Vegas? Okay, so you're kind of out of the running now.
Oh yeah.
What'd you get for your jump?
I splashed in mud once next to him while he was yelling, and then I was like, okay, I got this, and I got it.
So you're at 3 total?
Yeah.
I'm at 3.
2 total?
This is what I do, Tom. I put all my points in this shit.
Cutter is pulling out ahead. All right,
Some butter?
now everybody. Well, not everybody.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you keep rolling until you make it, and then we'll know how badly.
Can
you
I
finish this
can I
race.
go back and assist him?
Yes. In fact, please do. Wait a minute. All right.
Good decision.
It now becomes easy for you. So you what was your 24?
25.
So now
Yeah, it's now 50. As
Oh.
long as you can bring me to 50.
55.
I still
Yeah. Ah!
49.
No problem.
You know what they say? 12 times the charm.
And I used my Benny.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, Gary. All right. You help Sarah now.
Oh my gosh!
Now everybody needs an agility roll.
12. Like that. It's an 8 to pass.
You lost me.
Like bullseye.
One more time.
Did you make this one?
Yeah.
Oh, you got. Oh, I think.
So now we're like running through like heavy bags and.
Do pull ahead of her.
Ha
You're now 1 ahead of her. All right. Effort rolls from everybody.
That bird.
He just fell and hit his face on
Yeah.
something.
Can I use that special to like save him?
He got like 100.
All right.
Ready to roll again?
Yes, you make roll. You roll without taking any damage from that, which you definitely would have done.
Oh, you passed.
Oh, that passed. Okay.
Just roll horribly. What's wrong with you? So you're at what now?
5.
5 out of 6.
No.
5 out of 4.
Yes.
You're at.
I guess
14.
14.
You're doing fine, right? You're 5 out of 5 so
Yeah.
far. Oh, okay.
He's a robot.
I need another climb check.
Puncher.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think there's another special.
Yeah.
Nope.
Do you want to help him?
Yes.
Okay. Now it's easy.
So like it's like a wall, so I climb up on top of the wall and I give you my hand and pull
He's,
you up.
he's like,
So I'm
sometimes.
gonna roll an 86 or below. How hard can that
God! 90! Good job!
You're knocking it out of the park, Gary. No, seriously, give me your hand.
I will pull you up!
68. You passed.
Finally, good God, this is really,
be?
Jesus.
This is hard.
this is so hard.
It is.
How do you do there?
I got a 9 out of 80 for climb.
So now you're at 7, right?
6
Let's say that.
6 out of 6?
Yes.
Now I need a dodge check.
Oh, good.
This one is.
Oh God.
This one is those swinging things.
I passed.
As you're going across a balance beam. You passed it?
Yeah.
Good job.
Dodge is times 2
Oh
for dex.
God.
4. I did not pass. So
Gary!
Enough.
So like it comes swinging and I like push him out of the way.
This is ridiculous.
It is. Not surprising.
So you actually Caught up. You're
with the pack.
Yeah. You've actually caught up to Jenna. Jump checks.
Oh, what a surprise.
Damn it! Damn it! No matter if you were helping him.
92. Ha! Okay, 3 times. So now we're at 18.
18 out of 8.
Now a swim check.
That's like 1. I'm like swimming with one hand.
Nope. God! Oh wait, no, that's not going past.
Pretty good. 47.
So 20 out of 10?
Yeah.
20 out of 9?
Yeah.
I got a quick little swim.
What'd you get?
A 4 out of 65.
You're in first. Jen and you cross. Most of the other people pass this next time. He's like, yeah, great job, all, the 3 of you. And everybody else did pretty good. Like, other people came in a little bit slower. Then he's just waiting around at this point.
For the 2 of us.
Yeah.
We got 2 more to go.
No, you guys, let's not even do this. School's closed by the time you finish.
Yeah! Woo!
Teamwork.
You can put a check mark by all those skills you used. As can you.
I can't get bonuses to these since I use like double effort to help them.
You may check all of yours.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Good job.
Alright, from shipboard operations, I need everybody to make a repair check.
Repair?
Repair.
Oh, I need 33.
That's unfortunate.
Knocked out of the park in the first.
Took me 2 tries. I'm sorry.
It was, you only get
That repair went sour.
Okay,
Oh,
you only one try.
Okay.
And from your general theory, this was going to be science.
Nope. 89.
Yeah! Holy shit!
I thought so.
That is a fucking miracle.
I'm gonna leave starving.
Wow. I had to get a 14 or below, and I got a 13.
I needed a 40.
Here,
I
what
got
do you
a
think
38,
of
so.
Oh.
You two didn't get either of those, and the both of you got both of them?
No, I did not get
I
mechanics.
got both. Yeah.
Looks like we had a much better second half of the day.
But together, as a team, we had an alright day. It looks like our first class is gonna be...
Intro to homosexual mating.
Oh, I didn't get that one.
Please stop calling on me.
I hate this, but I love this at the same time. It's great. Oh.
Sweet Caroline.
Ba, ba, ba.
Good times never seem so good.
She's, in fact, one of the most attractive women you will ever see.
Not 100% convinced it's a woman.
It's a little too attractive.
You think the most attractive women are tramps? Is that what you're saying?